problem, the figure shows the circuit diagram of three resistors R1, R2, R3. These are connected in parallel, as you can see from the circuit diagram. And all these resistors are connected to 6-volt battery. Now, if the value of the resistors R1 is equal to 5 ohm, R2 is equal to 10 ohm, R3 is equal to 30 ohm, then we have to calculate the value of the current through each resistor. The total current, second one, the total current in the circuit. And the third one is effective resistance of the circuit. These three things we have to calculate. Now, dear friends, we'll proceed one by one. So, first of all, it's given that R1 is equal to 5 ohm, R2 is equal to 10 ohm, and R3 is equal to 30 ohm. So, all these three resistors are connected in parallel. So, you can see here, in parallel combination, you are very well aware of the fact that the potential difference is always remains constant across these three resistors when they are connected in parallel. Therefore, we can say the potential difference across R1 is equal to this 6 volt. The potential difference across this R2 is again 6 volt, and the potential difference across R3 is again 6 volt, because 6 volt is the potential difference applied across all these three combination of these resistors. Therefore, you know that the Ohm's law, by Ohm's law, what is the Ohm's law? V is equal to IR. Now I have to calculate the value of the current through each resistor. Therefore, by applying this Ohm's law for the resistor R1, I can write V is equal to I1 R1, or I can write I1 is equal to V upon R1. See, V1 I have not taken because V remains constant across all the three resistors. Therefore, I1 is equal to V upon R1. Putting the value of V and R1, that is 6 volt upon 5 ohm, R1 is equal to 5 ohm. So, you will get here current I1 is equal to 1.2 ampere. So, I1 is equal to 1.2 ampere. This is the value of the current which is flowing through R1. Now, you see here, if the total current I is flowing through the network, then at this junction, suppose at this point A, this current I is divided into three parts, that is I1, I2 and I3. That means I1 is the current flowing through R1, I2 is the current flowing through R2, and I3 is the current flowing through R3. Therefore, I have calculated the I1 is equal to 1.2 ohm. Similarly, I will proceed to calculate the value of the current which is flowing through R2. So, dear friends, I will calculate here I2 is equal to, again by using Ohm's law, I will get V upon R2. So, I2 is equal to 6 upon 10, 6 volt upon 10 ohm. So, that I will get I2 is equal to 0.6 ampere. So, I2 is equal to 0.6 ampere. This is the value of the current which is flowing through the resistor R2. Similarly, I3 is equal to V upon R3. So, by putting the value of V and R3, that is 6 upon 30, you will get here I3 is equal to 0.2 ampere. So, I3 is equal to 0.2 ampere, which is the current flowing through I3. Now, as you got I1, I2, I3 are the current flowing through R1, R2 and R3, and their values are I1 is equal to 1.2 ampere, I2 is equal to 0.6 ampere, I3 is equal to 0.2 ampere. Now, in my video lectures, I have already discussed about the Kirchhoff's current law. That Kirchhoff's current law is nothing but this total current I is flowing through junction A, and I2, I3, R3 I3 are the current leaving the junction. Therefore, by Kirchhoff's law, I can write I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. That is total current entering the junction is equal to sum of the total current leaving the junction. So I can calculate the total current I is equal to, by putting the value of I1 1.2 ampere plus I2 is equal to 0.6 ampere plus I3 is equal to 0.2 ampere. So I will get I is equal to total current is equal to 2.0 ampere, or you can say simply 2 ampere, which is nothing but the current, total current flowing through this network. So I have calculated the total current through each resistor. This is the I1 is the current of 1.2 ampere through R1, then 0.6 ampere is the current through R2, and I3, which is nothing but the current flowing through R3, that is 0.2 ampere. So now the total current by using the Kirchhoff's law, I have calculated, that is 2 ampere. That is I is equal to 2 ampere current is flowing through this network, and out of this 2 ampere current, 1.2 ampere current here I1, 0.6 current ampere current for the value of I2, and 0.2 ampere current for the I3 is divided from this point A into this respective resistors. Now I will proceed for the effective resistance of the network or the circuit. Now for the effective value of the resistance, I will proceed for the series and the parallel combination rule. So from the circuit, you can tell easily that this R1, R2, R3 are connected in parallel. Therefore, I will use for this third part the effective resistance of the circuit. The effective resistance of the circuit by using parallel combination of resistors, parallel combination of the resistors, that is 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So by putting the value of R1 5 ohm, R2 is equal to 10 ohm, R3 is equal to 30 ohm, I will get 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 30, and by solving this you will get here 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 by 3, or Rp is equal to 3 ohm. So this is the value of the equivalent resistance or effective resistance. This is also called as a effective resistance of the circuit. So dear friends, in this way we have solved all these three parts, that is the value of the current through each resistor, the total current that is 2 ampere, and the effective resistance of the circuit is equal to 3 ohm. So you can apply this type of, you can say, the series and parallel combination to find out the equivalent or effective resistance of the network. Similarly, by using the Ohm's law, you can proceed the value to find out the value of the total current, and again by using the Ohm's law, you can find out the current through each resistors.